Welcome to Preparing for the Unexpected. I'm your host, Alex Fullick. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I really didn't think I would ever have to talk about on this show. And it's a situation that I think a lot of communities, organizations, and households are going to have to start addressing and thinking about, or at least talking about. And it's in relation to all the gun violence that's occurring right now. Every day I'm waking up and seeing a new disaster. And a lot has already been said about guns. Take them off the street, longer jail sentences, and making it harder to acquire a gun. So much has been said about that. I'm not going to cover that information. What I am going to cover is the sense of fear that is now being created. A lot of people are now starting to fear going places, doing anything, shopping malls, walking down the street, or if you're a little kid, just going to get your basketball that went into your neighbor's yard. All those situations are now causing people to be shot at, killed, hurt, which impacts families and friends and their colleagues and coworkers, because they'll know what happens too. They'll hear about their colleague being shot, or their neighbor, or their friend, their family. It's now creating fear. And this fear isn't just going to be restricted to an individual's household. I'll use myself as an example. If a friend or a family member or a close neighbor I find has been shot, harmed because of violence, I'm going to carry that with me to my organization. To everywhere I go, I'm going to see other people as potential people that could do me harm or others harm. It's natural. It's not good. And I'm not saying that I would see or feel everyone as an enemy, because I don't. And I don't feel that way. But it will cross my mind every so often. All it takes is for somebody to step left when I thought they should have stepped right. And I will see that situation as something I should have paid attention to. Could something happen more from here? I went to open the door for someone. They went through another door. Well, they opened a door for me and I forgot to say thank you. Simple things like that. Can that be a trigger for situations now? This is going to carry through. And when we get to our workplaces, organizations need to pay attention to this, because it's going to affect my job performance. If I had a colleague working that was shot, hurt, or something, then how could I not pay attention to that? How could I not walk past that person's desk or know that they were on a meeting invite and know that they will not be attending any longer or can't attend for the next little while? It's going to impact me and my job performance. I think what is happening now is we have to really start addressing the mental issues, the impacts and the causes, and the ongoing peripheral impacts. I don't have to be directly impacted by a shooting to feel something here, to be impacted by the situation. I can be harmed mentally by seeing that. We see that with PTSD, with soldiers, when the brave men and women come back from fighting wars, or police officers who are in terrible situations, have been shot at, or come across terrible scenes. We see that all the time. I'm not in that situation, but yet when I see some of these videos that are being posted now on news sites or social media, it sticks with me. I've seen it. And I think that's something organizations need to look at now. I think gone are the times where disasters and situations of any kind happen to others in other cities, states, provinces, countries. With social media and the world being a lot smaller than it once was, we're all being impacted by that now. We're all seeing it. We're all a part of this situation that's going on in the world right now. and some of us will be impacted more than others. And I think this is something we need to look at. This is as our new disaster. This is going to be our new pandemic. And we're seeing some signs of that now. People quitting, people leaving their jobs. We're even hearing a lot more people saying they're quitting social media now. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe not knowing and being a part of all this information and seeing some of this information that's going back and forth would be a good thing. When I was younger, we didn't have it, and I was fine. My parents didn't have it. They were fine. But the world's a different place now. And a lot of people are not fine. We need to look at this. We have to start talking about it. Can't hide behind things or can't pretend and don't want to pretend or don't want to tell someone that some of these situations are bothering us. I'm putting this video together because I was really distressed when I heard about a 6-year-old being shot for just going to get their basketball. Or people that, and this has happened to me, pulled into the wrong driveway looking for a specific address, whether it be an office building, a friend, anything, accidentally pulling in the wrong driveway. And then someone getting shot for it and dying. I make a wrong turn. I don't expect to be shot at and killed. I just turn around or back up and find the right address, back on my way. That's not the way the world is anymore. There was even a report of someone getting in a car or trying to get into a car that looked exactly like theirs. It was the wrong one. And then they were shot at and somebody killed. I actually have been in a situation where 2 cars looked exactly the same. I thought mine was one car and I couldn't figure out why the key wouldn't work. That happened 2 years ago. Thank goodness the owner of the other car wasn't there. I'm sure they would have wondered what was going on, what I was trying to do to their car. But what if they were there and they were angry and pulled out a gun? Simple mistake. I thought that was my car. Mine was parked right beside it. They were identical. Same year, same everything. So some of these situations now are starting to really impact me as a person because some of them, I just don't understand how that could happen. And under the situations that some of these have happened are situations I've been in myself. And I'm sure many of you have as well. If you're an organizational leader, community leader, or you have people living in your home, start having discussions. Start talking about things. Because that's the only way we're going to make change, and it's the only way we're going to address some of this that's happening right now. In the meantime, stay prepared, everybody. If you liked that video, thumbs up. If you didn't like that video, thumbs down. But leave me a message and let me know your thoughts. Of course, don't forget to subscribe. And in the meantime, stay prepared, everybody.